out on bail. These three words have become far too common in Canada today. Every time we hear about another violent crime, another stabbing, shooting, or home invasion, it seems the suspect was already out on bail. And Canadians are sick of it. This crisis particularly impacts homeowners who find themselves defenseless against repeat offenders. Just look at what happened on Sept 4th in Hollowwater First Nation, Manitoba. Tyrone Simard was accused of stabbing his own sister to death and injuring 7 others. But here's the thing, he had already been released on bail after facing weapons charges earlier this year. Or take the shocking case in Ontario where a 12-year-old boy, yes, 12 years old, was charged with attempted murder while he was already out on release for previous violent offenses. These aren't isolated cases, they're part of a disturbing pattern. Chronic offenders are being let loose, and they're the ones responsible for a huge share of the crimes plaguing our communities. Homeowners are forced to turn their homes into fortresses, spending thousands on security systems to protect their families. Even police chiefs across this country are pleading for change. York Regional Police Chief Jim McSween said it plainly, "Violent and repeat offenders must be kept off our streets." The Ontario Association of Chiefs of Police said it's clear our system is failing Canadians, prioritizing repeat offenders' release over public safety. Meanwhile, homeowners who defend their property face potential criminal charges themselves, creating a system that protects criminals over victims. Now here's where it gets infuriating. The Liberal government has promised bail reform for years. Back in 2023, all premiers demanded Trudeau take action. The Liberals introduced Bill C-48, claiming it would fix the problem. They told Canadians it was about reverse onus and tougher standards. But what happened? Violent crime kept rising, repeat offenders kept getting out, police officers were killed, families destroyed, and still, 2 years later, law enforcement and premiers are begging Ottawa for changes. Why? Because C-48 didn't go far enough. And let's not forget, it was the Liberals themselves who watered down our justice system in the first place with Bill C-75 and Bill C-5. They repealed mandatory minimums. They made bail easier, especially for violent offenders. They told judges to focus on releasing criminals as quickly as possible, putting ideology above public safety. This leaves law-abiding homeowners in an impossible position, unable to protect their families without risking criminal charges themselves. Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives have been clear, a 3 strikes and you're out law, tougher bail standards, real consequences for violent repeat offenders. Because right now, ordinary Canadians are left to live in fear, while Ottawa continues to coddle criminals. Homeowners deserve the right to protect their families and property without fear of prosecution for defending themselves against violent intruders. The truth is this. Liberals talk about bail reform every time another tragedy makes the news. But they never deliver. They break promises, pass weak bills, and call it progress. Meanwhile, Canadians are paying the price in blood, trauma, and shattered communities. It's time to put an end to catch and release. We need laws that put victims first, not criminals. And homeowners must have the right to defend their families and property without becoming criminals themselves in the eyes of a broken system.